I just hit it.
Oh.
Woo! Y'all caught me exercising. Hello, 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 hello. I have Tina's on panel tonight with Debbie and myself. We are going to cover 1,000-pound sister, as Debbie calls it, 2 tons of fun. I realized when you said that, I said, oh God, 2 tons of fun.
Oh my God.
But Tina is here tonight because we're going to discuss Tina's weight loss journey. And, you know, like I said, I watched a lot of people struggle. A few of my friends have actually had the surgery. And, but Tina is going to talk about the surgery and the stigmatism behind it. And, yeah, and you guys know Tina, Greek mom of 8. She's one of my wonderful mods. And I told her that when we discussed this, that she is welcome on panel. She's going to give us another, more insight than what we see. And I appreciate that. And she's also one that's pushing me to do my lives and giving me the ideas for my live. And I was supposed to start the book club this week, but I can't. So we're looking at the first week of February, which is not next week, but the following week, because that is my end of the month closing. Does that work, Tina?
Yes.
Okay, so we will be doing the book club. Oh, let me get the book. Let me get the book. Let me get the book. So we will be covering Lost Boys. I said Lost Boys, Ghost Boys.
I'm like, wait,
Boys.
what book?
I just watched the movie Lost Boys this weekend. We're going to be covering Ghost Boys. And the book is by Jewel Parker Rose, which I know that name by heart. So it's a really good read. And guys, you ought to see all of my books. I've read them and they still look brand new. So I don't bend pages or anything like that. So it's really a good read. And we will be doing that. And guys, I want to say for everyone that was here this morning for the morning live, I really want to thank you. I just looked at the views for that, and I just have to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're up over 724 views. So
I had to take my mom to the doc. I'm so pissed I missed it. I saw you go live and I was rushing to take my mother to the doctor this morning. I was so upset.
It's okay. I caught your live today because I didn't get a chance to see MILF Manor episode 2. I'm like, I have to watch. This is good.
But wait, did you stick around to the end though when we was discussing Jimmy?
No, because I had to go into a meeting. You know, I got meetings on that time. Don't tell me, Debbie, but when I looked
you have to listen to the end.
I'll go back. Because when he said, I was trying to put you on low and still listen on Teams, and it wasn't working. I said, because I'm reading the chat, and I'm like, this is not going to work. So I have to shut you down. But when that little boy, 26 or 27, said, he better be nice to me because I'm going to be his papa, I said, oh, Lord, have mercy. I just can't.
That's Joey. He's 20.
He's 20. I thought he was 26.
Yeah, and on there saying that he's a bartender. And where?
What? I thought he was 26.
No, it's Jimmy who's 26.
I'm not
but
dating
showy.
nobody's son. I'm sorry. Y'all sons may be
Mm-mm.
fine as hell. And these little boys are not even fine. They're not even cute to me.
They're
So
not.
I just
A couple of
can't.
them need a bath and delousing.
What in
Okay.
the heck?
Let's say hi.
Mm.
Hi, Susan Dawson. Hi, Mary Andy. Hi, Aesop's. I think I keep saying that right. How are you? Let's see. Hi, Debbie. I see you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Michelle LaBelle. How are you? JJ. Hi. Hi, Drea. Michelle. I already called you, Michelle, but I'll call you again. Hi, Virgie, baby. Hi, Gwen Branston. Gwen, I hope your grandson is nearby. Tell him I said hi and give him a kiss. Love him. He's so cute. He really is. Oh, Tina, your pictures of your grandkids you sent me today. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. I forgot to
Thank
say
you.
that when you text
Thank
them.
you.
Hi, Bernadette. Welcome. Snuggle Bunny. Hi. Let's see. Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. That cake is almost gone, girl. It's almost gone. She sent me my Mardi Gras, my king cake. Hi, homemade
Mm.
snubs. Welcome. Hi, Tina. I see you. Hi, Big Bad Wolf. How are you? Yes, everyone, please hit the like button. Please, 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 please. I hear Kelly is nuts. So we're going to get Debbie to give us a synopsis of it because I did not watch and I've recorded it. I just couldn't do it last night. I was in my
Mhm.
bed. I got into bed around 6:15, and Terry Lynn and I were talking about the upcoming thing that I'm going to be doing, that we're going to be doing. And I said, Terry Lynn, I love you to death. I really do, but I have to go. And it was 6:22. I snuggled up and went to sleep. Snuggle bunny. Let's see. Who else? Tamara. Is it Tamara or is it Tamara? Because my friend's name is Tamara and it's spelled like that. The Mexican chick. Hi. Hi, Dustin. Long time no see. How are you? Hi, Sherry Berry. How are you, sweetie? Let's see. Who else do we have? Get bent. Hello. Ben, how are you? Hi, Just Doom. How are you? Just Dom. I'm so used to saying Just Doom. Drea, sweetie, hi. Okay, are we ready? Oh no, she said we can't act up. Tina on panel. Girl, we can kick Tina off the panel. We ain't got a problem.
Uh-uh.
Wait a minute. What?
Oh, condolences, Dustin.
Condolences, Dustin. I just found out
Mhm.
a friend of mine in New Orleans, his ex-wife died and she was 43. Found her dead in the
No.
bed. My aunt just
Hmm.
died. I'm going in now. Huh? Where you go? Okay, okay, Dustin. My condolences, sweetie. Okay. Okay. Guys. First of all, let's just knock out my big fat fabulous my let's knock out 1,000 pound sisters because I am getting sick of the Slaytons. This has now turned into the family show. Everybody's on a weight loss journey. And why am I just realizing that Amanda was married to um damn.
Michael's brother.
Yeah, Michael's brother. Why am I I probably knew that, but I was sitting there going, wait a minute, what? Huh? I remember two sisters married two brothers. I
Hmm.
don't know why I don't know what I was thinking about. But
They mentioned it a couple seasons back.
his brother looks 20 times better than he does.
They mentioned it. They had to have mentioned it last season because last
Mhm.
season was the first time I'd ever watched this show. And thank God for anyone in our chat who was trying to bring me up to speed on it. Because last season I was watching and I was like, I don't understand these people.
I don't, I kind of think I knew that because I remember them saying that two sisters married two brothers, but I don't know why I was thinking it wasn't Amanda, but the other sister that looks like Amy.
Mhm.
And I
Mm.
just, I was like, huh? And then I saw the pictures of Amanda, and I'm like, oh, she let herself go.
Yep.
Now, I don't know why they're getting the divorce, but he filed.
Mhm.
Yeah, he filed, not her.
Maybe he realized that she was into, like, dark meat.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. But so Tina, let me just ask you before we get into this, do you want to give them a little history of your journey so far, or do you want to wait until we get to 1,000-pound best friends?
Whichever you want. I can do it first if you want and just get it out of the way.
Okay, I think with this, and I think we should wait to 1,000-pound
Okay.
best friends because that
Okay.
would apply more there. What do you think, Debbie? Hi, Harmony. Hi, Rody Gal. How are you?
I agree with you to wait till best friends, because at least there are people on there who actively are trying to lose weight, as opposed to this poop show that is the sisters.
Sure is.
So let me get this right. She already had one baby, Gage, which he's so cute.
Mhm.
They told her that it wasn't a good time to have a kid. You were you were pre-op. You needed to be at least a year out before you go get pregnant.
She was post-op.
Post-op.
Yeah.
I said it right the first time. Thank you. Post-op.
Dr. Proctor wanted her to wait 2 years, isn't it?
That's
No,
a given
honey,
for all bariatric patients. They're supposed to wait a minimum of 2 years before
Minimum
having a
of 2.
baby.
Hi, the artsy nurse. Welcome,
Oh.
sweetie. Long time no see. So she goes get pregnant, and didn't listen to the doctor because she felt that she was able to lose. It was okay. Girl, you're still obese. And then I see her in there getting cheese, and oh my God, I can't. Go ahead, y'all take it. I just can't. I can't with them. I can't with them.
A woman who thinks that string cheese is, a basic dietary requirement. What?
Yeah, she did tell me that, and she's doing really, really well too. Wendy had weight loss surgery.
Congrats, Wendy.
Yeah, congrats, Wendy.
Hi, Bonnie. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie, you go, because these two irritate the snot out of me because of the weight loss surgery.
I don't understand this family. Like I said last week, every single one of them have had a bariatric surgery except Tammy. The only one that I'm going to give any grace to for now is Chris, because he's, as per the show, 6 months out.
Yep.
Right. And he seems to be trying, but
he
I
looks
feel
good.
like
he's lost 65 pounds, Debbie.
Yes. He's really trimming down. He's looking good. He's trying to eat healthy, but I just feel like there's a bully in the group, and everybody would like to say that Tammy's a bully, but Tammy learned from this major bully, which is Amanda.
Yes.
Amanda is a bully.
Yes, she is.
And I'm tired of all of them. Like, surgery is not the solution. It is a tool to help you, but your brain have to be in the right place. And then you have to figure out what you can eat with this new stomach you have.
So
I can't eat everything out of the gas station.
Tammy is in there complaining about the food. And who thought it was a good idea to bring her barbecue? I don't care if it was turkey. She had ribs. Hey, sister. She had ribs. She had cauliflower.
At least she was getting a cauliflower from Chris. Did you hear what was on the menu at the rehab? Hot dogs and lasagna and a cup of pepperoni. I
about died. I really did.
And then she's telling the doctor, Dr. Connie, the other people go out and get fast food, but I resist. You lie. You lie. You went and snarfled down everything out of the bags and got them hidden up in your bedroom.
I'm just saying.
What kind of rehab is this though?
And then, so last week, Amy couldn't go because of the morning sickness. I guess 2 months must have went by. She couldn't go because of the morning sickness. Now she's going. We know she's having a little boy. Tammy tells her, congratulations, she'll be able to run behind 2 kids. She can barely keep up with Gage and keep that damn house clean. We saw what that house looked like. We saw the roaches crawling on the, well, that was the old
the old house.
Yeah, we saw the roaches crawling on the wall and finding dead mice and shit.
Ugh. And chili that had been sitting there for a month in the pan.
Oh, sister, I need to call you, but I guess I can tell you, somebody you know, kid's mother died. They found her dead in her sleep this morning. Or was it yesterday? Girl, my days just meshed together. It was today. No, yesterday. Yesterday. It was yesterday. Found her dead in her sleep in the bed. So anyway, I'll call you and we can talk about it. So, but I just don't get it. And then when they asked her if she's seen anybody, we all know she's seen that. Well, we already know they're married.
Yep.
Yes, sister. Yes. His kid's mom. Yes, sister. Yes. I don't understand how they can still eat so much after and hardly eat that much. I can hardly eat about 3 shrimp. Girl, and I know you down there, and I know you eat shrimp. So, the doctor, when they went to see the doctor, and she was like, and she's pregnant again. She was like, I was like, he told her that she's obese. She's told her that this is not a good pregnancy. She's at high risk. She doesn't care. Now she's saying she's going to have her tubes tied. What do you think, Tina?
She's a hot mess. First of all that family lives in their own area code and zip code, I'm convinced, and mentally. And they all look like if they would all take a shower, I would feel better. Just put that out of the way. However, with that being said, like I said, bariatric Bible will tell you, any bariatric center will tell you, do not get pregnant for 2 years. And let's not forget, after she had Gage, she thought she looked so good that she had the audacity to go into a plastic surgeon's office to have skin removal. Skin removal is a real thing with bariatric surgery, but sweetheart, you hadn't even lost enough weight to even be thinking about that. They called her out and she got mad.
Yep.
Then to go out and get pregnant again, I mean, she's what gives this process and procedure a bad name. She didn't do the mental work prior to it. She's just a terrible example of bariatric surgery gone wrong.
Well, damn, you must have been hanging out with Debbie. You said they all need to take a bath.
They do. They all need to go to the therapist because something's not right with them.
Something is not right. And like I said, when I was talking about this the other morning, at least with Dr. Now's program, he offers them therapy. But Tammy was in therapy and she doesn't understand. She has 6 sessions with this doctor. It doesn't matter if you do all 6. If that doctor feels that you are not ready to handle the issues that led you to where you're at, she's not going to sign off on that surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it.
Right.
All right. Either one of you, just give me what you think about this episode, which pissed me off completely.
Debbie.
Trash. Just light it up and roll it down the road. Flaming turd. I don't get it. I'm not invested like a lot of people are from they were on Dr. Now's show or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. All I see is dysfunction, bullying, a lack of education, squandered opportunities, and vileness to each other. I don't go, like, me and my family aren't that tight, but we don't go around greeting each other. Hey, B.
No, that's what I said. They're special in their own way. They're all, I don't know.
When the girl told when Amy told Tammy that she was having another baby, and Amy said back to her, "Oh, that's good. You'll be a great mom when you have 2." Amy heard that as an insult. How so?
Tell me she's rolling. She's running after a sandwich. No, she's not. She's rolling. Ooh, ooh, she's so stupid. That wasn't an insult. She
I
was just
like
telling
I
her
was
that
wondering
you
to
can
what
do it.
conversation she was listening to. But again, lack of education. And I kind of blame TLC and the surgeons who do this. And one of your listeners, and she pops into our show sometimes, Yanni. She's kind of swaying me on this because she's of the opinion that this is just for profit for the surgeons, this family.
Yeah, they're
And
not following through, and not what.
they're not doing the work beforehand either.
Thank you. They're not. They're not.
Yeah.
And then if you have, I'm going to show you guys a picture real soon, but to me, and they're making on the low end 1,500 or to the higher end 3,000 per episode. So you have to think. Now Amanda's on the show full time. The other sister's there. The brother's there.
Don't forget the wives.
The wife's there.
Chris's wife.
Yep,
all of them.
They all there. It's now a family thing. Before they would pop in just to check on her. Now they're all there. Wait a minute. I remember Amy stating on a prior season that she wanted to call it quits. And now they're back. And I felt like Amy really wasn't into it.
Amy's just phoning it in to get a check so she can buy cheese whiz.
Because they're not doing anything else. Not Gage. Michael is supposed to work, but work where? Because we're not talking about him. He just looks nasty all around his mouth. He just looks nasty. And that little boy is so damn cute. Kind of bald-headed.
For now.
For now. But he just looks nasty to me.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what they do. So I don't really, this season it should be, but somebody dies on the next episode. I don't know if it's a dog or a cat, whatever, but they all dressed in black and they had a funeral. I didn't hear that the mother died. So hi, Stacy, baby, how are you? So I'm just like, I just can't with that show. To me, neither one of them are taking it seriously. And the fact that Tammy gained weight in this facility just threw me. She gained 10 pounds.
That tells you right there she's bringing in food.
Yeah, she's bringing in the food.
And she had the nerve to get mad. She tries everything she can. She works with all her might. And I don't know who is calling my phone. Okay, guys.
Oops. Well, Tina, what did you think? What did you think about what happened in this episode? I'm just frustrated.
Well, I'll tell you what, to me, is the most disgusting as a bariatric patient myself is to see that we have two messy examples. We have Amy, like you said, Chris so far, except for not showering, is doing pretty well. And you have the sister that's had significant regain. And then that Tammy damn near died. I mean, when you've got a trach sticking out of your neck, and the whole family is still not taking this seriously. She was taken to a facility. She's in Gibsonburg, Ohio, because that was one of the few places that could facilitate her size. But for her to still not take it seriously after you've had to have a trach put in your neck to breathe, it frustrates me so, because Heidi, this is what I've been telling you about all these months. These shows are giving weight loss surgery a bad name for people who are back here listening and watching on YouTube, and they'll make prejudgments based on what they're seeing on this sloppy show. I feel like Amy made a joke of it from day one. I don't even know that she mentally had the right preparation. And she, if you want me to speak on my experience and tell you what I had to do
I was about to tell you, go ahead on.
Okay.
This time, but Tammy makes everybody mad, especially when she felt that her weight loss was everybody else's thing. They're supposed to do it, when yet you're ordering all this food. You're out there drinking, smoking. You're doing all of this. Even stop breathing. You still haven't learned that lesson yet. And you have an attitude with everyone, talking about you miss your family. But when you were with your family, You're cursing them all out, blaming your issues on them. And they were enabling you to keep the eating that you were doing, because when they tried to stop you, you get mad, you start cursing everybody out.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, okay, so this show to me, when they did decide to do this journey, even when Amy had it, I thought she would do a whole lot better, and she was. And now she looks like the Goodyear blimp again, and this has nothing to do with her pregnancy at all. Her eye looks like it's kind of straight now to me, because before it used to go, but now the eye, I'm sorry.
I can't. I just lost my whole train of thought off of that.
Oh my God, Snuggle Bunny, my sister-in-law passed after having that surgery. They're just not taking it serious. No, they're not. And even after you have it, you still have to follow certain rules. So, and
this
that
is a life change. It is a forever change.
This lady from 600-Pound Life, she was on Where They're At Now a couple of seasons back. Her name is Michelle. Forgot. She passed away. Guess what? Same shit. Not following the rules. Still.
Wow.
But then you get and it's complications from surgery. No, it's complications from you not doing what the doctor said you needed to do.
And let me put a little bit of onus on the doctors too, Heidi, because for my particular story, I met my surgeon a year and 3 months before I had my Roux-en-Y gastric bypass last June. So I met him. Thank God my insurance was one that required 6 months of nutritional counseling, where I met with a bariatric nutrition specialist, and then I met with a dietitian after that. We worked on talking about all the changes that were going to have to take place. It is not something that you go into lightly. I'm not just going to be a bariatric patient while I'm losing the weight. I'm going to be and Wendy, we're going to be bariatric patients the rest of our lives. This is a huge decision. It is a life change. And the mental work that I threw myself into it, I was on every website. I was learning everything I could. I'm an English teacher by degree, so I read a lot. I'm really medically literate, and I was asking questions. When I would go to those appointments every month, I'd come in with 2 or 3 pages of questions. I know they hated me, but in turn, they thanked me, because so many people just play the steps to get through it all. I chose to learn. When I went to my surgeon, I said, hey, I want the VSG sleeve. He said, no, you don't. You're 55 years old. I'm a little Greek weeble. I'm like 5'1.5", and I had gotten up to 314 pounds. And he said, for the best weight loss, and asked me what my trigger foods were, what kind of things I struggled with. And then he said, I want you to consider having the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, because it's not just the sleeve is restrictive, and the Roux-en-Y bypass is restricted in the amount of food that we can both eat. Okay. But the bypass actually creates a pouch and then bypasses part of the intestine. And so therefore I can't eat things like sugar, like a sleeve patient can in small quantities. I knew that was a trigger food for me. And so for me to have a double restriction was a good thing. So a lot of this I blame on the surgeons. I don't think Amy had the mental knowledge to do what was needed. I think she would have maybe done better with a gastric bypass, where she'd physically get sick if she snuck eating Gage's food like she bragged about doing and things like that. But then, we have a psych consult. We have that you have to pass. Most insurance companies will require you pass a psych consult. So there's a lot that goes into this. And I'm seeing these people, and even the doctors to an extent, being a little sloppy on what they're requiring of these patients before they make this lifelong decision.
So let me show you guys.
That doesn't fit in with production.
Yep. So this is Tammy Slayton right now.
And please note, she has that trach out of her neck, everybody.
Yep. And she's lost over 120 pounds.
And she had her surgery right now, August 22nd, I believe, and her heaviest was up to 717.
So she did make it to 550, because that's what the doctor was saying.
This is how she looks right now.
To be honest with you, if she's only lost 120, I'm a little concerned that
she's lost. Well, when at the time this was like, she's about 100 3 months ago, 3-4 months ago, 120. She's still living at that facility with her husband. They're still in that program. She's still there. But she has lost. Look at this.
I mean, I was less than half her size. I was 314 and I've lost 96 pounds in 7 months. So all I'm saying is for her size, I hope that the weight loss is much more than that by this point, because if not, she's probably, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot tougher. She did have the gastric bypass like I had. She had the whole bypass. So for her, it's going to be tougher to cheat than it is for Amy, who can get away with a little more slider foods than I can. But
Yep,
it really requires constant, you have to have, I have a great support system. I have friends. Heidi and Danny have held my hand, and Terry Lynn through the whole thing. They all three knew about it and have supported me. I have bariatric communities that I go into, and I want people to know that are out there that the surgery is not near as dangerous as it used to be. Non-compliance as a patient is what causes a lot of the problems.
You're right. As soon as she got pregnant, she was done. She thought that gave her a ticket to eat. You know, no. So, Debbie, what do you have to say, sweetie?
I was just here thinking, how do she and her husband have sex?
Girl, I think it's some type of a reverse cowboy something, but I don't know. It's got to be something special. That
I was thinking
know.
maybe all he could do was eat her out or something. Like, is he like lifting up the belly to find the pee-pee to then lift up her belly and like put it in?
Because she did say she likes skinnier people. And that guy is not skinny at all.
Right. Like you got 2 battle of the bulges to overcome before you find penetration. I was just like here sitting down thinking. Sorry, my mind wanders. I'm sorry.
Drea just brought up a good thing too. Oh, nasty Angela. Angela's another example of a non-compliant bariatric patient. We are not to smoke afterwards. We have a high risk, especially those of us, well, either one, sleep or
right before she went in for surgery, girl.
No, I know, but even after, our big thing is we have to watch, our pouches are not normal stomachs anymore. We can develop ulcers very easily. That's why we can't have a lot of caffeine. We can't have carbonation. We're not supposed to smoke. That old wrinkly, sad bag, she's grosser than even the Slaytons.
She was not supposed to smoke. She was supposed to stay off the cigarettes. The morning she went in for surgery, this woman was puffing like a chimney. I'm surprised if she didn't turn blue on the damn table.
But doesn't it stop like your the blood in the blood vessels and make your skin die or something like that if you're smoking with surgery?
It constricts the blood vessels even more. So it's not, I mean, it's not good for everyone, but it's magnified. But Dorit, I disagree. That stat that you just posted, 5%. First of all, there's totally different success rates for the VSG sleeve surgery as there are for the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass. But I looked into those now years ago. You're right. It was very, very low. For the Roux-en-Y bypass that I had, it's much, much higher than that. And I don't have a choice. If I go out and eat a bag of M&Ms or I go have a big bowl of ice cream, I'm going to get what's called dumping syndrome. I'm going to be sick. My heart's going to race. I'm going to feel bad for up to 24 hours. That's why I say my surgery is more restrictive than the sleeve. And I'm a pukophobic, so I'm not going to do anything. And I have had 0 complications, but I've followed every command they gave me. I follow my bariatric sheets. I call it my Bari Bible. They're in the kitchen. They're everywhere. I measure my food. I don't play. I came to save my life, and that's what I'm doing. And like I told Heidi and Debbie, I was not on any daily meds at 55 when I had the surgery, but my pre-surgical labs showed that for the first time I had high blood pressure and was going to need medication. I was starting to show high blood pressure, and my A1C for the first time was at pre-diabetic level. At my 6-month follow-up, and at that point I was not about 88 pounds down. I have perfectly normal labs. My blood pressure is low to normal, and my A1C is perfect. And I'm 96 pounds down in 7 months. So in my case, that saved my life.
But I'm going to agree with Jerry. I think, okay, hold on a second. Go. Okay. I think, and I see what you brought in that room too. And I done told you about that. I don't feel like fussing tonight. I agree with Jerry. I think Tammy doesn't have any kind of willpower, which we see now she's lost the weight. But before, even it was like she wanted to give up. She didn't want to hear them telling her what she can and cannot do. As she said, she wanted to live her life. Like I said last season, when she was out there drinking and smoking, I'm like, well, shit, let her do it. If she don't care about her life, why should you? Why should anybody care if you don't care?
Yeah.
So, so Debbie, after we figure out how they have sex, we'll get back to that, because when I saw him, I'm like, are you kidding me? We know he probably have an innie. So they're probably using props and stuff, to be honest, because he probably has an innie. When you have that much weight, there's nothing dangling down. You know what I mean? So he's got a stub like this, and they're probably using props.
So do you think like car jacks are required?
I can't.
Debbie.
I'm just thinking.
Car
Maybe I
jack.
should stop thinking.
She said a whole car jack, Heidi.
Well, multiple, because there's a lot.
Oh, there are different quadrants there.
So they're jacking each other up, is what you're saying?
Right. And then like they propping up with the walkers and the scooters and, putting on the brakes and stuff like that. And then we got to do, like, you got to get a light, one of those strap-on lights for your head, so that you can find the little itty bitty thing, so that she could go like this, and then she'll push his head down and say, you want something to eat?
Heidi, can I be a mod up here and time her out? Can I time her out up here? I need to time her out.
Debbie,
time Debbie out.
I think I'm bad. They said, how could the bed hold both of them?
Well, that's why you need the jacks, and you need those heavy duty jacks, not the ones that come with your car, like the ones at the mechanic shop that they roll on wheels.
See, I'm not saying it, but I agree.
I'm just saying, like, this rabbit hole I've gone down is far more interesting than this actual show.
Oh my God, Debbie.
Yeah, you're right. Because this season, I feel like they're stretching it out. It's kind of like Ed and Liz, on 90 Day. I'm just tired of these people. And I really don't care, because I know that. I mean, I don't know if Wendy would say the same thing, but from the time I get up to the time I go to bed, it's a full-time job getting in all your necessary protein. I can't. Debbie, you derailed the whole stream.
Let me tell y'all, I was looking at Chris
when he
lost. Seriously, Chris lost all this weight, right? And I see him in his khaki pants. I said, "Damn, Chris, you still look like a G.I. Joe doll. He don't have no print, none.
No,
there is nothing there." So
his wife doesn't look happy either.
Yeah, how does
y'all be looking? I don't look at no one on this show.
I be looking at packages, girl. You know I'm looking at the package.
Even his wife looks like she needs to shower, Debbie.
Her hair always looks greasy, doesn't it?
I just want to make them all get in the rain box, one after the other.
Who's his wife? Is it Misty? That's his wife, or is she another sister?
Her hair pulled back with those jean skirts and those ugly clothes.
Is her name Misty, or is that the other sister?
No, Misty's the other sister. I forget the wife's name. The wife wears glasses. She was there for Chris's surgery, and they don't show her too often because she's not well.
She dresses like one of the Billy Bob, Jim Bob, and Michelle.
The Duggars.
The Duggars. Yes. Okay, so now I know. She's had the surgery too, isn't it?
Who? The wife?
His wife, y'all.
Yes.
All of them.
I'm telling you, I think they're and they don't even understand, Heidi. This is one thing that really pisses me off. When I first went to have my surgery, I work for a relatively small company. My company didn't have bariatric coverage. A lot of insurance companies don't. So I'm lucky enough that I'm valued enough, being about fourth in command in my company, that my owner and president spent $24,000 to add a bariatric rider to our package for 1 year so that I could have my surgery. And these surgeries aren't cheap. My Roux-en-Y, by the time it was over, was $135,000 total. So, and out of pocket was a fair amount, but they get to go through everything free, and you people still aren't counting your blessings and doing your best. It's messy.
But that's why I go back to saying, all jokes aside, this boils down to lack of education. Really does. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, well, they were traumatized or as children,"
Mm-hmm.
but lack of education and lack of like any sort of gratitude,
Yes.
it's crazy.
Because there's a lot of people that would love to have the surgery and don't have the opportunity. So it's sad to me. It's sad to me. But again, I say the doctors, TLC have some onus in this too. Show some people. To be honest with you, Dr. Proctor put out something. I actually, when I was considering to have the surgery, Dr. Proctor's fine on the eyes. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I reached out to him, to Beltline Bariatrics, where he works. He's got 2 offices in Georgia there. And I spoke with them. I talked to them. And he was putting out something right after I got approved with my insurance to have my surgery here, where you could send in your situation to be on his next season of the show. And
Tina.
I know, but oh yeah, it'd have been problematic for me because Proctor is fine. Well,
it'd have been problematic because I would have been your best friend going down with you for every visit.
But
okay, Renee,
I would have lost my job just to go smell him. Shit,
I'm telling you. But all jokes aside, you know what I really want? If I could snap my fingers and make something happen, I wished so many times that Amy and Tammy could have been Dr. Now's patients, because Dr. Now would have wore their ass out.
He wouldn't have put up with
it. Him for Phil.
Dr. Now is nasty. He goes, they were like, no, I'm following your diet. He goes, the scale don't lie. People do. I said, oh, I love Dr. Now. I love him. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's I'm just done with them. I really want to get into 1,000-pound best friends. And the reason being is because this show is fascinating me. It did when it was called Too Large. So the first season, the show was too large. It was all Dr. Proctor and different patients. And that's how, when I saw him, I'm like, oh my God, I got to watch this show. I watched the show for Dr. Proctor. Seriously. I wasn't looking at the patients. Okay.
I can't lie. Yeah.
So, and
he's just got such swag, Heidi.
Yeah, Megan was his first patient, and then she got Vanessa involved. Ashley was with another group, and I don't know where Tina came from, but I guess she's always been Megan's best friend. But Vanessa went live the other night on IG, and I asked her the question on IG. I said, do you live in an Airbnb? Because someone said in my chat Saturday morning, she lived in an Airbnb. And she says, no, she does not. She goes, I pay my own bills. She also stated that Tina and Megan has always been best friends since childhood. And she and Ashley were always best friends. So that struck me as weird, because I remember Ashley was with this other group of women on Too Large.
Yes, she
was. They were all Black women. Am I mistaken?
No, I remember.
No, but let me tell you, I believe Vanessa when she said, you said that Vanessa said that she was best friends with Ashley?
Yes.
Vanessa is a Black girl on the inside. Let's just call a thing a thing.
Yes,
and I could believe that she hung out with Ashley and that was her road dog. I could believe that.
I can see that.
Me too.
Hold on. She also said that I typed the question. I'm sorry, I was eating the Red Hots. I typed the question in the chat, and I asked her about the strain with her relationship with Megan. And she said that she doesn't feel that it's strained. And that's when she explained about how the friendships work. She says that Megan is just going through some things, and she doesn't. I told her flat out that Megan was jealous that she took her weight loss seriously and Megan didn't. She also told what she said in the chat, because I typed in there. She says Megan and John does not stay with Tina and Johnny for free. She said that Megan was needed to be there to push Tina, and they do pay bills while living there. My thing is that if a family is displaced because of a flood in their home, water pipes bursting, whatever, 8 people cannot stay in that one hotel room.
Girl.
She should have gotten her own room. And I asked Vanessa, I said, why didn't you ask her to come stay with you? And I don't think she saw that one because she never answered it. But she answers all your questions, period.
Uh-oh.
Condolences, Claudia.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, Claudia, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I am so sorry. My deepest condolences, sweetie.
Yes.
I have to try on dresses for Tom tomorrow. Huh? Okay, I'm oh, he had congestive heart failure. Okay. Hi, Danny. Hi, sweetie. So with this week, the show starts. They all meet up at this fruit. I gotta try that tea. It's called fruit tea. And I like the name. It's a play on words. So what did you guys think about this scene at the fruit tea place?
I just try to ignore Megan.
Girl,
because
please.
Megan was the first one to jump in there playing cheerleader. You can't backslide. You can't do this. I don't want to hear nothing from Megan if she's not taking her own advice. Go away somewhere. Yeah. I love Tina. She said, if you need me, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to drive down there. I'm going to smack the sweets out of your hand.
Yep. Because Ashley was laid off, and that could be depressing. That could lead, because she says she's an emotional eater. Well, they all say they're emotional eaters, but Vanessa said last season she just liked food. She ain't giving up food. It has nothing to do with her emotions, but she lost her husband. Didn't she lose her husband? So, but she said that he loved her just the way she was. He never wanted her to lose weight, and so she was happy with who she is. But this Vanessa that I'm seeing, and I've been seeing on IG, this woman is taking everything. She's motivating her son. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all go, because I just jumped ahead. I jumped ahead. So,
Heidi, do you have Matt Sharp's email? Here's why. I want them to take Megan and put her over there with Tammy and Amy. She can go on that show. I don't want to look at her. I don't want to see her anymore. And you and your boyfriend get your sorry asses out there and get a job. And first, before the storm, they were living in the basement of this lady's house. I don't care if they're paying them. It's all wrong. And I'm tired of her. She's made a joke of Dr. Proctor. No, I'm done with her. You don't play with Dr. Proctor with me. No.
Here's the thing. Here's my theory. Hear me out. I called up on IQ last week to say it. Okay. Megan wants to be the queen bee of this show. She wants to be the nucleus of these girls. She wants to run the girls, and she's brought them together, and she's the tie that binds all of them together, and she's very good at giving out her advice, but just not taking it.
Thank you.
I feel that she lives in Tina's basement. She lives in there. Yes, and remember, the husband said that Tina want her down in there. Does she pay her rent or bills? Probably not.
Vanessa said she does. Vanessa said she pays.
Here's the thing. Tina brought the girls together. Megan brought the girls together, right? So she said, let me squat in your basement and fill it full of rats and all the other roaches and all the other stuff that come with my stuff.
She has in there?
I wish I might.
For real. So she said, and let me bring my nasty unbathed man up in your basement so we can be fucking and all of that down in your basement, messing up your beams and letting your children hear my fat slap together. All right. So and I'm gonna get you on this show. And that will be an even trade.
You know what? How much money you get. Right. Yep, you're right.
I think that's the only thing that explains it. I really do.
She's not working. He's not working. They were living in this house, and I thought it was, excuse me if I'm not. She said it was her home last show, the last season. What happened Did the storm destroy her house? But she's got she's got this shit piled up.
That couldn't have been my house. There's 1-800 storage. Go put that somewhere else.
He's a hoarder.
This is the thing too, you got to understand. Food addiction is an addiction. It's no different than somebody that's addicted to the crack pipe, alcohol. It is an addiction. I was addicted. But I'm going to tell you this too, where these shows get, this show in particular jacks it up a little bit. It's not a group effort, okay? I'm single right now. I'm a mama of 8 kids. I still have the youngest one living at home, and God knows the other ones call me 24 times a day. I help with grandkids. I work full time. I do Scentsy on the side. I'm busy, but I made this a priority. These women can't depend on each other. And I think that's why Vanessa has come out of the gates so strong, is she reached in. And Heidi, that one thing I sent you on text, that picture of that person carving out, that's what I feel like. Like even Heidi can probably tell a difference between Heidi and Danny for sure. The me last year this time and the me now.
Yeah.
Like
I have the pictures.
You get trapped in that. But I'm just saying, as you start to dig out, Vanessa's reaching deep in. You've got to when you give up your addiction, you're forced to look with a sober mind, so to speak, at the other things wrong in your life. And those of us that are going to be successful, you're changing your whole life. Bariatric surgery is a tool for the food portion, but it's allowing me to change my whole life. Vanessa's, she's got her game face on. I think Ashley learned by having the sleeve and not being compliant and getting messy with it. Look, she blew up bigger than she was before.
But the problem is this with Ashley. You had an appointment 8 months ago.
Yep.
You were asked to lose 30 pounds in a month. Come back in a month. That's a pound a day. She couldn't do it. 8 months later,
she's gained.
She's only lost 16 pounds. You've had 8 months. So he's going to send her to a reset program.
What he's going to do is he wants her to have a revision, to go from the VSG sleeve that she had before, which that, like I said, that lessens the stomach, and take about 70% of the stomach out, but you still use your traditional stomach. My stomach's not being used. I have an artificial pouch that's been made for me. They're going to revise her to that. So she will have a little more restriction with this surgery, but still, you can still jack that up if she doesn't make the mental changes. This is where I'm watching TLC, and Sharp, you're on my speed dial. I want to see what psychologically is going to be done with her before you allow her to climb back on an operating room table. The work starts between your ears, Heidi and Debbie. What I had done on June 9th when I laid on that table, 2022, was a tool to help me with the food addiction part, but the mental part has been the tough part, making those changes. So TLC, I'm watching you.
Well, what do you think of Dr. Connie? Because I thought she was really good with Vanessa. Because Vanessa's stubborn, very strong-willed.
Yes.
And I thought she was kind and patient and allowed Vanessa, like she was pulling stuff out of Vanessa, but she was also giving Vanessa the opportunity to have her own epiphanies and work through it in her own speed, so that she could then use that strong-mindedness to turn her situation around and really put her determination into focusing on getting better. And so now she's strong enough not only to help herself, but to help her children.
Yes, and her son's story is just heartbreaking to me. Thank God none of my
Jacob, yes.
Let me tell you, his fat ass could not be telling me no shit about how I'm gonna take this at my own time. I'd rather be sitting on the couch playing video games. Get up, get out. You want to be fat and die? Not in this house. I got rent to pay, and that's a damage deposit I'm not ready to let go.
But he did say he understands that his mom was making exercise fun. First of all, you said on the little, snapbacks that you were really active. You did this. What the hell? I remember when I first saw him, he was kind of big, but not like that. And he was talking about his mom and how she needs to stick to the diet. And look at him now.
Well, her sister was always, when they were living with her sister was stayed in there. I mean, no offense, but you look like you got your own struggles with maybe the powder or something, sis. But you bringing that crackhead food up in there for them, that's wrong. That was their crack, was
and
food.
She said, Vanessa
made that boy that big.
Jackie got a lot to pay for that.
Speak to her sister. She said they do not talk.
But where did she get all that money in between? She said she had to live with their sister. They were living on food stamps, and they were no shade on that. But how did she go from that to this, that deck and everything? I mean, I'm just like, and then
The
they're buying
show,
exercise equipment.
the show,
I didn't think TLC paid that well. I really
the
should have
show.
considered. I
But then
really
her
should have gone to
husband
Dr.
died.
Crocker.
She could have came into some money, but it's the show. But she said she pays her bills. I flat out asked her. I said,
Where's Megan's cut of the
say that
show? Megan
she
didn't
would
live in
buy?
large.
No, but
Where's
didn't
Megan's
Vanessa
cut of the
say
show? Huh?
that she hold on? Didn't Vanessa say that she would buy used clothes and then resell them online?
Yes,
She's
yeah.
a hustler. She's
Yeah.
a hustler.
Yeah.
And that's why you look at Megan when she said, I'm an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur my ass. You living in somebody's basement?
Yep.
Like a roach? And I'll be damned if I'm getting married. Like, if I'm like, look, that could be me. If I have to go and bum at somebody's house and live in their basement, I'm not bringing a man with me.
And why didn't he work? Why didn't he work? I'm trying to figure.
And you hear Vanessa saying that Megan got to be the one to tell him, brush your teeth, wash your ass, take your vitamins, go to work. What?
But Megan says that Vanessa is jealous. No, Vanessa sees that you are being his mother. He is not being a man. Even Tina said him carrying you over the threshold of her basement is not a good way to start the wedding. We know Johnny wants them out. He said they can't raise them forever.
Tina wants her there. This is what I'm mentioning to you. There is an unhealthy dynamic. I made this decision by myself. I got up on the table by myself, and I do the work every day by myself. Yes, I sometimes have to turn to my support network for support, but this is something you can't make it. This is not a group effort, folks. This isn't like, showing up at a Weight Watcher meeting on Thursday nights and going to the grocery store and buying your food that gets it within your points. This is an individual journey, and I'm seeing some really poor candidates here. I really am.
But you saw when she was blowing up the bed, Megan.
Girl.
He just sat there when she was falling off, when she trying to get up. He just sits there and look at her like, what?
I'm still trying to get over her peeing in the bathtub.
Oh my God.
Did she even run the water?
I didn't even hear the water run after that. Where did the toilet paper go?
Right on out, didn't wash her hands, nothing.
Nothing. Where did the toilet paper go? When did she wipe her?
Y'all heard she was talking about how all the boys are pissing on the floor, right? And she got tired of stepping in pee. When she gets in the bathtub, she was sideways, so she peed on her foot.
Yep.
She was peeing on her foot. Like, girl, stop it. So when you step on the pee pads, you still stepping in pee. She don't make no fucking sense.
I did not see. I did not hear no water. She didn't wash her hands. She didn't
thought it was funny.
Tina's sitting on the toilet and she's just looking at her. She has no privacy. She goes, I can't wait. And then, girl, what did you wipe yourself with? And she didn't wash her hands. But when she was at Tina's house, Tina goes, well, at least she washed her hands. She didn't wash her hands in that hotel room.
No, she didn't.
That room was full of E. coli. You hear me?
Walked back out into the hotel room with her pissy feet.
And thinking she's cute on top
and her
of it.
pissy coochie, because I didn't hear. What did anybody hear the water run to clean the goddamn tub out?
No.
Nope. I love you and I love Danny, but if I was sitting on the toilet and y'all came in and tried to take a leak in my bathtub, I'd cuss both of you to filth. You and Danny.
We'd be fighting.
And ordinarily, I'd be scared to do so, but I would do it if you did that. That's gross.
I'll tell you, scoot over on the toilet. Yep, and then a little boy didn't wash his hands. He left the turd floating in the toilet. I said, I don't need to hear this yet.
They're in a hotel. She couldn't go down to the lobby to the toilet?
Thank you.
No, I really think Megan, all jokes aside, she has the emotional maturity of about a 13 or 14-year-old. And I don't find it cute or funny. And I don't know if you guys have watched her. Last year, I watched some of her Instagram lives, and she just thinks she's the cutest damn thing.
Yep,
And
I watched her the other night with that red lipstick, and it only comes to here. You see, I watched her. She is really jealous.
She's making a mockery of my surgery, and I don't find that funny. And it's making these kind of things. pervade the bad images people have, and thinking that people aren't successful because you're seeing some sloppy ass people who didn't do the mental work and really weren't screened well, in my opinion. That's why I say TLC and the doctors hold some onus on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? She did. The first season.
Oh, you're right, Dorit. They did show her in
the first season.
Oh.
Yep, she did.
So then why is she blaming the boys for that?
It's her.
I don't know.
That is so gross.
I
I hate her even more now.
If you look at when they
That's
go
why I say
live,
send her to live with the Slaytons. She fit right in with the Slaytons. Take her on to the other
Vanessa
show.
went live, and then 5 minutes later, Megan goes live. She wasn't going live with Vanessa. She started a live when Vanessa was live.
Yep. Okay,
And
I don't want to speak negativity into existence, but this is a concern I have, and you tell me if you think this is possible. I can promise you that at 7 months post-op, like I said, I've had zero complications. My doctor told me that I should be the Ruin Y poster child. I've done so well when I went. I mean, he said, you did the mental work. You're what we want to see happen. The results, you follow the rules, blah, 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 blah. But still emotionally, it's tough some days.
Yeah, I had to
Vanessa is getting a lot of pulls off of her because she's got a lot of pressure trying to get her son on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
You got goofy ass Megan who I just want to slap her. I'm sorry, and I'm not a violent person, but I want to slap the whole shit out of her. You've got Ashley, who's got 1 foot in it and 1 foot still wanting to, I mean, she knows the surgery is not the fix. You did it once with the sleeve and it didn't work. And then Tina is wishy-washy and codependent on goofy Megan. I worry about Vanessa trying to hold them all up because she's still got a lot of tough journey ahead of her. And I wasn't near as big as Vanessa, but that poor lady's got so much tissue and skin. She's going to have a lot of surgery.
She's going to have a lot of surgery, but you see how even Chris is getting ready to have skin removal. But with Vanessa, and she makes fun of her chicken legs, and I do too. But I just she knows herself, and she's comfortable. She was comfortable before, and now she sees the goal she's working towards. But she's got psoriasis bad on her legs. Mm-hmm. Did you guys see that?
I thought that was bruising.
When she was working out with her son, and she had to physically move parts of her body to work out, and she just laughing about it. But keep in mind, while she seems confident and is laughing on the outside, I'm telling you, I'm tough with this journey, and I've handled it well, but it's very difficult inside. Yep. That's what I'm here to say. Mm-hmm. And Vanessa's got her hands full with her own journey. She shouldn't be responsible for carrying everybody else.
You're right. But now her other son, where is her other son? She's got 2 sons.
I know. Mm-hmm. I remember him when the show started. They don't even talk. They don't even speak on him anymore.
No, she said something about him. No, I'm sorry. It was on IG Live. So somebody asked her about him, and she said he was doing well. But she's got 2 sons. I just think that Vanessa is trying to get him on the right track because he has the diabetes, and she wants him to be healthier, just like she's pushing all of them. The smoothie she made, girl, I was sitting there going, okay, I'm going to make that one. She has. And then for Megan, it goes, oh, she thinks but she can't even cook. Girl.
Shut up.
I don't see your ass in the kitchen or doing anything besides rolling your big fat ass with them damn. Does she change them black shorts that she wear under everything?
No, I know she stank. I know she does. I'm just saying.
Black shorts are under everything she has on. Everything.
And she just peed, didn't wipe, and pulled them right back.
And then the black bra she got. Can you fix your clothes, please? You're on camera. Please fix your clothes. I'm sorry.
And I just say Tina looked really cute in that blue halter dress. Not halter, but the one that when they went to make the shakes over at thing.
Yes, she did.
She looked so cute.
But it was wrinkled, and I was upset. I'm sorry.
Well, wasn't it kind of like cotton linen something?
Yeah, but you could still do something.
You needed to run an iron over it real quick.
Look, she looked like she took a bath. She was cute, and all her freckles was popping. Yep. Look, little victories.
Do we think that
Tina's come a long way because Tina wouldn't even hear about the weight loss surgery. If you remember at first, she was totally
hear
opposed.
about it.
This Tina was that way.
Scared. She was scared.
Yeah, God works in mysterious ways. I was totally opposed to it until a friend of mine had surgery about a year and a half before I did. And I remember the day she told me, I said, weight loss surgery, I said, that's dangerous. That's this, that's that. If you take the world's opinions and what you heard about it from 20 years ago, and you don't educate yourself now, it's a whole different thing. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to let people know.
But Tina also was battling. I think she lives in a perpetual state of fear of everything.
I think Tina's got a lot of issues. Yeah.
Yeah. She's very fearful. Like, oh my God, what if I stub my toe and then like it gets infected and then I lose my foot and then I die? Like she goes in a circle of fear.
Yep. That's what Vanessa said. She said that Megan needed to be there with Tina. She said Megan has helped Tina in more ways than one. That's what she said when she did her IG live.
Just to pay the mortgage. That was it.
Yeah, because we all know how many false narratives Sharp be running. So this could just be it. I think Debbie came to the bottom of that. I think you're probably right. But guess what? You're all grown-ass women. This is a grown-ass woman's journey that I'm on. And I had 8 reasons. Every one of my 8 kids and my little grandbabies are the reasons. Those were my whys. You have to have your why to be strong, to carry you through. This is not easy. And for the first person, I told Heidi and Danny this, the first unfortunate SOB that comes up and tells me I took the easy way out, my 5'1" ass Greek ass self is going to bitch slap somebody or throat punch him. This is far from easy. It's the toughest thing I've ever done.
Tina, she does understand that. But then the fear that she's constantly in then spins that and says, well, what if I do this so that I can be here for my kids and take care of them and watch them grow up? What if I go and do this and then I die? Like she has to switch that. Like she has good intentions, but then the fear comes in and eats it all up. And then she just sits in it. And that's the part she's got to fix. I think she has the good intention, but somehow a black cloud just swallows it all up. And I feel like if she like purges everything out of her basement and then fumigates it and then bleaches it down, and
including
I think if she got rid of that succubus in the basement.
Ooh, the names you have, Debbie. What do you think about her husband, Johnny, though?
Johnny said she need to go or I'm a go.
That's what he said. But does Johnny have a dead eye or a glass eye?
Did you see the line running down?
Yes.
Johnny's he's a hot mess. God love him. He's a hot mess.
What is it? Does he have some kind of, he has a glass eye or something.
I don't know. You got to be special to be on.
I kept looking, but yeah, he did. He said they have to go. He goes, they have issues in their marriage. And she said it too. They've been married 20 years. You know, it's bad enough they don't have time for each other. Then they got the 4 kids. Then you got Tina and John living down there. And Tina comes out the bathroom and plopped her ass right on the bed. And Johnny went, Megan.
Bye.
I was like, somebody's got to tell you they're trying to have a conversation.
And then she thought it was funny. Thought it was funny with her goofy ass. I can't stand her.
Yeah, but he says that, they can't raise them forever. And either it's going to come down to either they go or he goes.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. I was like, oh, shit. Does your wife know? And he told her, well, they're going to want to get their own place. And she goes, will they, though? I hope they will.
Yeah.
You're going to be living with them.
Debbie's right. That's what the show's based on, though, now.
But I'm liking this, but and then with Ashley, she's feeling a little defeated because now she's the biggest one out of the group.
She sure is.
She's the biggest
she's
one.
Focusing on that too much, though.
Yeah, she is. She is. And the fact that they're going to this reset program next week, I wouldn't have taken them with me because they're deterrent.
That's what I'm telling you. They can't have this mob group mentality.
Yep,
This
they
is a
can't.
very
I wouldn't have taken
individual
them. I would have
journey.
went and did this on my own, because you're bringing your issues and problems with you when
But
you're supposed to be resetting.
that's not the show, though.
No,
That's
Oh,
not
you're
the
right.
show.
It's the
That's
messy
not the
narrative.
show, and that's part of the failure of it. Like, you really got to be strong-minded and stubborn, like Vanessa, in order to overcome the pack mentality.
Mm-hmm. This is
Because
one time I've always been called hard-headed, and I'm glad I am because it's taken me through this. But these women that they're going to pull off of each other. They're taking of their own good energy and they're trading the fears and whatnots. And it's just it's sad to me. It's sad to
But
me.
you know what? The person who's the biggest problem in this group is Megan.
Megan,
Because she's the perpetual cheerleader who never listens to her own cheers. And the other three women know it. They know her for the fraud that she is and how unsuccessful she is, because they all agree, like Dr. Proctor, that she is in the bottom percent of the success rate of the surgery. She should be at 150 now, 2 years post-op.
yeah, and she had to learn to be upset when the doctor told her the truth, straight up.
Yes, he
But
did.
Tina needed
You're the least
slapping.
successful person in this program.
Listen, our Tina should have went and slapped their Tina for the way how she took Megan by her hand like the stupid 2-year-old that she is, throwing a fit at the local Target in the toy aisle. And took her outside and had to talk her down. Really? And then allows her to go and lie to the rest of the friends, saying, well, I had my appointment with Dr. Proctor, and things went okay, and I'm back on the program again. Really?
She thinks she's cute. That's what I'm talking about. Remember the episode before that where Vanessa or whoever made them all the journals, or I think it was Ashley made the journals.
Ashley that brought them the journals.
That spoiled ass little, baby acting bitch got up and threw that journal.
Threw it. I would have slapped her then.
I'd have been done with her then.
Bitch, I made this. You're gonna write down your shit. But does anybody think she has alopecia? Because her hair is really, really thin.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Yeah, she's gonna be just like Whitney Wade Thor.
That's what I was about to say. She reminds me of Whitney Thor.
Who's somebody which for the love of I don't understand why she hasn't had the surgery. Whitney is a great candidate for the surgery.
Because she's paid to be fat.
She's paid to be fat.
Thank you. This is true. See, Sharp's messing up lives one at a time.
These people have messed up lives to begin with, Tina. They're just exploiting them.
Capitalizing on them. We're capitalizing.
She's saying, does this woman ever wear a shoe?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I'm serious. But and since the house, there's no flooring in the house, the kids are gonna see. Here's my dumb question. If the kids were able to stay at Tina's parents' house, why weren't they there when they were all in the hotel?
Those children did not stay in the hotel because that room has a maximum occupancy of 6. It had two beds in the bedroom and then one pull out sofa.
But they brought air mattresses too.
No, that was just for filming.
Okay.
That was just for filming. That room has a maximum occupancy of 6.
Because
2 persons per double bed.
I was like, if your insurance company know there's 8 people, why would they get one room? That's just it. Their insurance company didn't know. They're just about her and her kids and a husband.
Right.
That's what it was.
They're lying. Yeah, there's no way that'd meet any fire code or anything else.
I don't know if they lived in a hotel or not, but I know their house really had busted pipes and they couldn't be in there. And the insurance company paid for it for what? I forgot. There was supposed to be a couple of months, and then what did she say? 8 weeks?
30. She said that the repairs could take a couple of months, but the insurance was only paying for a month. Yeah, and then she had to go back.
She said the hotel, they've been at the hotel for 6 weeks, and the insurance said this is the last week. The house isn't finished, but they're only going to pay for 1 more week.
Wow. What's their insurance company? Let me make sure it's not mine.
No kidding. I'll tell you what I'm excited for February 1st, it gets real. Dr. Now comes back in the TLC
Yes,
house for the new
baby.
season.
I
Dr.
cannot
Now
wait.
tells how it
Dr.
is.
Now is back on deck. I saw the previews. I'm like, yes, yes.
Because one
yes,
thing, Dr.
yes.
Now, I always quote him, the scale doesn't lie, people
Yeah,
do.
his wife is gorgeous too. She's a little petite woman. She's gorgeous.
Hey, I like that. His stethoscope, that thing's got, I wonder
It's
what how much
golden
it's worth.
diamonds, baby.
Oh, it's
Golden
dripping.
diamonds.
Oh yeah, he's got some swag with his little hunched over self.
And he practiced it. And I want to see what hospital he's at, because St. Joseph's is the hospital where my mother damn near had a residency at, because she was going back and forth so many times. It's the hospital one of my sons was born in. Is my hospital. My brother's St. Joseph's is right downtown Houston. So when I see it, I'm like, yes, 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 St. Joseph's Hospital.
Is he Armenian?
He is Armenian.
I think it's something else. I looked it up.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go look, because he's not Indian. Hold on.
I looked it up, but I don't think it's Armenian.
Hold on, let me go look. Dr. Now Zorton. Can y'all say that name? Dr. Now. There we go. He's Iranian.
Yep.
Iranian?
Yep.
Oh, a Persian prince.
Yep.
Nice.
He's Iranian.
You said golden diamonds? I was like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a gift, too. It was one of the hospitals that gave, I forgot which hospital. It was a gift.
I'm going to tell you guys what my surgeon was. He's young. He's only in his like mid 30s, and
he's from Tehran. He's 78 years old
and still practicing. God love him, because that's his passion. But I'm going to tell you guys something that each one of my 8 kids, 7 of my 8 kids, wrote a message to my surgeon at Christmas time. Because what do you buy a doctor? I wanted to do something for him. Just basically, thank you for giving us our mom back. Thank you for the extra years we'll have with our mom. And he said that was the most touching thing any patient had ever given him, to see. And that's why I say, when like Dorit quoting that stat, like Dr. Now's patients, when you're up into the 600 and 700 pound range, the surgery is very dangerous. It's dangerous to even put somebody that big under. So yeah, their likelihood, that stat is probably correct. But for people like me that battled food addiction and ate food for the same reason people use drugs or alcohol, anybody can reach out to me. Heidi can connect you with me. She has my information. If you're on the fence, it was life-changing for me. I'm still transforming. Heidi's seen my progress, and I'm just back to life. And even though I'm 56, I don't look it or feel it, and I'm just grateful. And I don't want to see these shows give anybody a slant that's not fair to what weight loss surgery really can be in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here.
Here. I'm going to call Dr. Now because I need surgery.
No, you don't. Oh my God.
Well, he's in Houston. Okay. And if you go, so before the show, his clinic has been right over there in that same place where you see shooting at. Before he started doing weight loss, he would do on what was it, Thursdays and Thursday or Saturdays, he would have free for Hispanics, for low income. And if you would have walked into his waiting room, you would see a lot of Hispanic people in that room. So he did a lot of stuff for the community. But that was my friend's doctor, and she was going for his program, but I didn't realize that's what she was doing. And but Dr. Nazor, and he's a nice guy. He really is.
I'll let you guys know a funny little thing. I was scared when I went to the bariatric office for the first time because of Dr. Now's show. Because if you ever notice, Dr. Now's nurses are some of the most sour ass looking people. They'll be calling those people back, Doug Bomber, this, and they get up on the scale. They none of them smile.
The older one, the Hispanic lady has been with him for that other one. She's been with him for a long time.
Well, they had multiple
older woman that was there when she was out on maternity leave. She nasty.
I was scared. And my people couldn't have been any nicer. So, Well,
if you think about the attitudes that come into his office just on the show, I mean, that's not the happiest place to be.
And think about how these, and he will call
I
them out
understand that.
on their hygiene. He tells them about their hygiene.
Oh my God. He called that one lady out. You stink. You smell. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dr. Now tells it how it is. But
And then that woman that went in there, he told her she had dried feces and your mother is not doing a good job of cleaning you up. And it's sad because you should be. I was like, this is the woman.
Wait, how did he know that?
She was in a hospital, and oh yes.
Okay. Because
So
I'm like, wait.
her father was back, and these people lived in Texas a little, and the father couldn't come, but the mother came, and then the mother got sick. The mother was taking care of her. They didn't hear from the daddy. Sent somebody to check on the daddy. They found him dead in the house, and they were concerned about the dogs.
Yep.
They were concerned about the dogs. And when she was there, Dr. Nell told her her hygiene was disgusting. She had dried feces. He told her that she needs to do better. He told her she smelled. The mother looked like she smelled. Can you imagine the smells that are coming from these people that go into this clinic?
Nope.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh my God.
If that couch could talk that sits in that little exam room.
I'm serious. And if you look at it, a lot of times they come in the evenings when his regular hours are over. But if they're late, they'll come when he has regular patients in there, and see where they sit them at. Their hygiene. I don't know if you Stephen Ashante. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I wanted to kill him.
Ashante was disgusting.
Mentally, physically, everything.
His brother, the daddy was an enabler. I just said, oh my God. And then he lost all the weight, and now he's got a podcast, or he's on IG taking a shit while people on a live. He pulled out his own teeth. Mental. Stephen Ashante. Mental.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all his picture. Y'all think I'm kidding? Let me find Stephen Ashante.
Wait, you said that he pulled out his own teeth?
He pulled out his own tooth.
I'm done.
Here we go. I will show y'all what's. Oh my God! Shit. The picture scared the hell out of me.
Okay,
he pulled out his own tooth. Dr. Now, he wanted attention. Whenever his dad didn't do something for him, he had a pill addiction. He was running from. That's when I found out about the system, which I knew they had it in New Orleans, but he was always calling the ambulance and they would get pills. He would get all these pills, and now it's in the system. If you you can't go get no more pills. Dr. Now called him an addict. He fussed at his dad, told his dad that he wasn't doing them any favors. There he goes.
Remember when his dad was pushing him in the wheelchair and he dove out of the wheelchair so that he'd have to go to the emergency room to try to get more pills, Heidi?
Yep, I remember that. There is Stephen Ashante.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
And he got married to this beautiful woman. Look at him.
Clout chaser.
Look at him. Look what he's done to himself. And look, he's showing you his shit. Look.
That's all them pills that took those teeth out. That's all them pills.
Look at him.
That's meth.
Yeah, meth and pills. Yep. Oh, Heidi, that's enough. Oh.
Look.
Listen, you're gonna have to do an Idris fix after that.
Make up for that nastiness. I can't even watch. I turned around.
He was actually taking a shit on a live. The Ashante brothers. Yep, that's them. And his other brother is slow. He the dad. Oh my God, their mother left them. You wonder why?
I'd have left them too. Just saying. Oof. I couldn't even have been with the daddy though. So. You all right, Debbie?
Okay, we're good. We clear. Oof.
Thank you. Jerry Lynn was supposed to go live earlier. She had a story which I was going to talk about Saturday, so she better go live and talk about this story. And she told me she was going to do a live today, but she was doing some other digging stuff. So I'm waiting for her to cover that. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I should have put the trigger. It's kind of late now. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. But I happened to go on IG and he was live. He was actually on the toilet live shitting and talking about and just the sounds. He was like, oh, that was a good one. And he did say he was going to show. And before he showed it, I left. But yeah, he's always on IG. He's disgusting. His brother doesn't talk to him anymore. I don't even know if his father talked to him. But this man was spending all this money to pay for his apartment in Houston and sending him. He was always calling him, I want a fucking pizza. You got to get me a fucking pizza. I'm fucking hungry. You're fucking. His feet look like hooves. Hold on.
And remember he'd lay on that bed, Heidi, with no sheets at all. He was just laid up on the mattress eating those pizza and the boxes were stacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello? I froze, right?
No, you're there.
Now she froze.
Oh, yeah.
She called that. Spoke it into existence.
Yep. Oh my God. I'm grateful I haven't seen these shows.
Okay, it's me. I was like, Tina says, hold on, I'm gonna go pull up his feet. Hold on, Stephen.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
put up a trigger warning, Susan. A big bad.
Feet. Hold on. I'm gonna show you his. They were like hooves, and Dr. Now told him, oh, Dr. Now, oh, hold on. Here they go. Here they go.
I got to go.
Okay.
Oh, I can't.
Trigger warning.
Thank you, big bad.
Hold on. Oh my God.
Heidi finds the worst pictures of every show. Never fails.
Hold on. Trigger, put it up right quick. Hold on. I'm choking.
See?
After seeing it, I said, I forgot what his damn feet look like. But yeah, they look like hooves.
Oh.
No, Gwen, if I saw it, everybody has to see it. Damn it. Let's see it. I'm going to get it right now. We got to see his feet. Everybody needs to see this.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
I can't. I won't.
It's a hoof. Look.
Willow, don't look at this. Mom ain't gonna let my St. Bernard look at the screen.
Seriously, this is his feet. Dr. Now was telling him about himself. He look at this man. Look.
That made my ass pucker, Heidi.
I'm sorry. I remember when they showed it when I was watching. I was like, oh my, but then I couldn't wait till they came back with the Ashanti Brothers. I said, oh yes, the Ashanti Brothers. I got excited.
You can't quit watching.
See, now this is the way he used to look. Hold on. Before he did all that shit to himself, shaved his head, pulled his teeth out of his mouth, just psycho shit. Let me just, and then we're going to get out of here. I got to show you what he was just big. Okay. Mm-hmm. He was big. That was it. This is Stephen right here.
I remember. Yep. Because he was one of Dr. Now's biggest patients.
Yep, he was one of the biggest. Oh shit, I can't even get the picture back. He was one of his biggest patients, but that was him. Nice hair, everything. So that's what he looked like. And he did that to himself.
That's living in a prison of your own making.
Yep. And he married this woman, beautiful woman. She had a daughter, his wife. I was like, what in the hell? And he was doing so well. Something is mental, is wrong. And he's never worn shoes. He has hooves. That's how bad it was.
That brings me to a point I want to share with you, Heidi.
Yep, he was lying on his nurses. She remembers that episode too.
Yeah. One of the things that I noticed, my particular surgeon, there's like 4 different surgeons in the group. First time I met him, he put me on a Facebook group that we have just for, the patients of that practice where we can support each other, ask questions, real helpful. Well, I went to him for I think it was my 1-month follow-up, and I'm starting to read some really wacko stuff on here from people. I'm just questioning, how did they pass the psych eval? And I asked Dr. Crawford, how did these people get through when they're coming out. I mean, we're talking people leaving the hospital and going through McDonald's, getting chicken nuggets on the way home when we're still on all liquids and ending up, right back in the hospital having an emergency surgery, stuff like this. He said, Tina, he said, it's a tough call. He said, you've got a morbidly obese patient, he said, who has mental problems and maybe deficiencies mentally. And he said, do you let the deficiencies keep them from having the surgery when they're already dying of the morbid obesity? Or do you take the chance to see if it can help them, knowing that they may not be able to be as compliant as somebody like yourself? He said, it's something that keeps me up at night when you have to make that call. And it softened my heart a little bit, because some of these people, it's kind of like my employer asks me when we're looking to hire somebody, is it will or skill? Do they have the will to do better and not the mental capabilities? Or do they just, are they like Megan, and who in my opinion just wants to be childlike about it? That's a tough call that really only the doctor and the psychologist can make, but nobody's got a crystal ball either.
I'm so happy to hear Dr. Niles coming back. But Stephen Ashante, that is one of the ones I won't forget. The lady Michelle, she passed away yesterday. She was one of the other patients that knew better than Dr. Nile.
Yep.
And fuss with him and everything he told her she needed to do. I'm gonna have to find it, but I love Dr. Nile Zorton, and I love the way he runs his program.
Yes.
So, Debbie, what else about this episode really got to you before we get out of here? Because oh my God, it's 7:03.
Other than me wanting a bubble tea.
I want one of those, but I saw Gwen said that she doesn't.
There are a lot of sugar. There are a lot of sugar.
Well, I thought they had some that was unsweetened.
Yeah, but the bubbles are nothing but sugar.
Yeah, the bobas are. Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's just sugar. So they got the pearl. What is it called? The pearl. The popping pearls, and then they have the. So that's just sugar when you heard that pop in her mouth.
It's like what did she say? It was tapioca or something like that. But it's sugar. Like those aren't the best things, and that's why I wasn't surprised when Ashley said she comes there as a treat. Like I wouldn't be surprised if her ass was there every day when she had
every
a job.
Day. That's probably why she gained all that damn weight back.
Oh, you can drink your.
Marie, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tina. So, what do you think about this episode?
I wish we could just focus on Vanessa, because like I said, because I'm a bariatric patient myself, my heart goes out to her, because she needs to be supported right now. This is a tough journey, even 7.5 months post-op. This is a tough journey.
But the exercise they went to do when they went to leg quarters, oh my God, that man. The guy with the receding hairline, the black guy.
Yep.
Who did the 20-second workouts and stuff. He was sweating just talking to him. It must be hot as hell in that gym. Oh my God. Anne-Marie, what's wrong? You said not good. A couple of things. What are you talking about, Anne? But anyway, I am going to get out of here. I don't know if I'm going to do a morning live tomorrow. It just depends. I think I am going to work from home. So maybe I'll see. Debbie, what's up for tomorrow? What are you covering?
2 tons of fun and hoes in Miami.
Hoes in Miami? What hoes in Miami? The Miami Housewives? What hoes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tina, I was about to ask you, what are you covering tomorrow?
Whatever Danny's talking about, Heidi's talking about, and Terry Lynn's talking about. That's what Tina will be doing.
Guys, could you get Debbie's link and drop in the chat, please? But I did, when I saw you guys were doing MILF Manor today.
Now, remember, you've got to go and do the replay and listen at the end regarding our conversation regarding Jimmy.
I'm going to run me a nice hot tub of water. I will put you on replay. My phone is fully charged. I will put you on, and I'm going to go to where, because you were talking about, I think it was Jake. I mean, the one, No, what's his name? The one that's 26. You were talking about him. Jimmy. And that's where I was like, damn, this is getting good. Because I saw Jamal eye go up. I said, oh, this is getting good.
Debbie, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
And keep it real with me. I only made it through the first half of the first episode. I don't know if it's because I'm 56 and I have 5 sons that go from 30 down to 19. But I couldn't, because all I kept thinking of it was like, if these old trifling heifers were to come to my sons,
I'm
like
coming
that,
to your house. I'm coming to get one of your sons. Which one can I have?
You like the Navy one's awful cute that lives in San Diego. They're all
okay. So Danny is a MILF. Terry Lynn is a MILF because they want my sons. Who else was it?
You were supposed to be fixing me up with somebody and drop the ball.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my brother? You want to meet my brother?
I mean, you told me you had somebody, you were going to work on it, and you dropped the ball. I was just
my
trying
brother
to
really. I think you'd be good for my brother, but my brother is really a sweetheart.
Wait,
Tina,
you hooking
I don't
people
want
up?
to lose my friendship with you over my brother, Tina. But I'm.
Well, wait, it doesn't have to be your brother. You like if you hooking people up, find me a military man.
Girl,
attention,
Debbie. I'm trying to think. Look, can I fly them over to Korea myself? But because I was talking to one of my friends, and she was like, she remembered when she was over there with her husband. She goes, the only thing that saved her was the fact she kept telling herself, I'm married. She goes, and all these women over there looking at all these guys on a military bases. Nathan tells me all the time, he was like, this girl told me, some girl at some place she goes to eat. She goes, how long you here for? And he says, oh, about a year. She told him that's long enough for us to have a baby. Nate says, no, I'm good.
Oh, no. It's the uniform. Oh, and Tina, regarding MILF Manor, it is a flaming dumpster fire. It really is.
Like.
And you're a good mom, and that's why it would be totally cringy for you. Like it's uncomfortable for me, but that's because I'm not a mom. But I don't like younger men. So I just see these sluts and these wannabe pimps.
We're gonna do MILF
for what
Manor.
they are.
We're gonna have our own MILF Manor, Debbie. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm not entertaining nothing that don't know how to wash their balls properly. I'm sorry.
All right. Anne Marie, I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. Debbie is originally from the islands. And Tina, you are originally from where, sweetie?
I'm from the Midwest in Indiana.
The Midwest, yes. So, but with that, I don't want a baby. I just want to practice.
Danny,
I need some practice.
Danny, go take Nino outside or something.
Oh, Danny. I need to go back and finish Danny's live too. I went in. It's been like, I'm serious. My calendar, I wish I could show you guys my work calendar. It's like normally Thursdays and Fridays my laid back days. I don't know how all this shit just sneaks up on my calendar. I don't know how this happens, but something's got to give. Look, I'm going to be like that movie. Something's got to give. But I'm tired. I am tired. So I think I might just do because I think I will do an update because I just saw somebody ask me a question and I need to do Aiden Fossey, which I still haven't got a time to pre-record it. So I think I'm just going to do it live. But I'm going to do, and Stacy, I'm looking about the skulls. I know Terry Lynn was doing some digging too, but I would definitely let you know, sweetie. But again, guys, and Tina, you know, I am very happy that you joined us and I want to say thank you. I like your insight. I really enjoyed having you up. And so we're going to cover this. And I got to cover, and my 600-pound life too. I don't know what it is about it. I'm telling you, that's my diet. That's my diet. I got that little pooch. And I was like, I told my sister, I said, I got a little pooch. She goes, girl, shut up. And so I've been walking around the house in heels up and down all weekends. That's what I've been doing because it's too cold outside.
Oh my gosh,
for sure.
But
Thank you,
Tina,
Danny.
I want to say, you are. I want you up when we're talking, but I really appreciated you giving us more insight. Um, I know we've talked at length about this, and I will share your pictures the next time. I just didn't have a chance to download them and do the side by side comparison like I like to do. So I will be sharing those. Since you did give me permission to share those, I will share them.
Oh, I was just giving you permission on that last one. I wanted you to show because I thought that was a pretty good description of what the thing is. But yeah, I'll have to think about my own personal ones. I wanted you to be
No,
able
I
to
can
share
hide your face. Well, your face is right there. My God, I'm talking about the side by side, not you with your. I mean, with the way you look before, with the way how
Yeah.
you slim down, you can see it. Yeah, that one.
I'll get yeah. So,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really had a good time with you guys. But now, as you know, I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song.
oh my Lord.
It seems we just get started. And before you know it, comes the time we have to say, so long. Bye, guys.
Thank you all for the and thank you all for the comments. I wasn't able to keep up, but thank you.
Everybody said, great job, Tina. Keep up the good work. And Danielle said, it's so nice to hear you on panel, and you did a great job.
Thank you. It was
Thank
fun
you,
being up talking
guys.
about something other than the Duggars.
Oh, we got to do that too.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.